Hello students, in my last video I had discussed about the basis for market segmentation where I had discussed elaborately about the customer based segmentation. Today I shall be dealing with the second basis of market segmentation, that is the product based segmentation. This is from the paper code 109 Introduction to Marketing, which is as per the BBA syllabus of Ulhan University. Now students, in my earlier lectures on marketing, I had already said that the competitive advantage of a firm lies on being everything to a few rather than being everything to everybody. So, being all things to all people will always be a strategic failure. So, the best business strategy of any firm should be to focus on a limited group and being everything or cater to the needs of that target group and be everything to that target group. But what happens is that channelizing slight variations of different products and services to different groups of the customer base helps to increase the market share, improves revenues and reduces the cost. This differentiation process is known as segmentation, and when it is done to the product, it is known as product based segmentation. So, when I say product based segmentation, that means the entire the products are slightly variations and alterations are made in the product, and in this way the company can put forward or offer a variety of product, each product focusing on a particular target market and trying to be everything to that particular target market. And by doing this, the company also has various product lines. So in this way it can also increase the product line and also increase the number of brands under the umbrella brand. Let me give you an example. For say, suppose let us consider toothpaste. Now in toothpaste, say for a company like Colgate, now this Colgate makes different kinds of toothpaste according to the needs of the different customers or the problems of the different customer. For example, it has got the gel based toothpaste which can be liked by the young children and the small children. It has got the charcoal based toothpaste or the salt based toothpaste which can cater to the needs of the middle aged people. And there is also toothpaste which takes care of the oral problems, like for example cavity, then gum infection, all these things. So for that we have oral certain toothpaste which are specifically catering to the oral problems of the people, irrespective of the age group that they belong to. So what I mean to say here is that when I am Colgate is offering different toothpaste, then it is able, each kind of toothpaste is able to focus on a particular target market and try to fulfill the desire or the wants or the needs of that particular target market. So let us now see that why this kind of a segmentation strategy, what is this kind of a segmentation and what is the theory or the strategy behind the product based segmentation. So the core theory of product segmentation is that a company can produce a single product with relatively minor variation. So making few slight minor variation. Minor variation means in terms of the features, in terms of the packaging, in terms of the labeling, or in terms of the quality, in terms of the price. It can bring forth a number of products which are although the same product, but they are with minor variations, they also differ from each other. So by doing this, it is able to each type of product is able to cater or concentrate on different customer group, sometimes under different brand names also, and thereby it increases the market share while reducing the production cost or the development cost of that product, because the main inputs or the ingredients required for making the basic toothpaste might be the same, but some might have salt in it, some might have charcoal in it, some might have such things which will lead to which will solve the oral problems of the customers. So this is how, by bringing in slight changes, it is able to bring forward many system models, okay, and the product line of the particular brand will also increase. Now, what is the purpose of such kind of segmentation? So product segmentation provides a mechanism for a company to distribute the risk of selling a high cost product across different target market, because when I am using that in the key ingredients remaining the same and making slight variations in each of the system models or the types or the variations, and differentiating it on the basis of feature or price or color, then I am actually the market the target market increases, the scope increases, and at the same time what happens is that the manufacturer not only is able to cater to a larger range of customers, but at the same time it is also able to reduce the per unit production cost, because the basic ingredients remaining the same. So for all the toothpaste there are some ingredients which are common, so the production cost will definitely come down, and that will lead to economies of scale. So instead of having one product with one market and one supply and demand curve, the manufacturer can sell system models of the product at different price to different market segments. Even if one segment reacts poorly, or it is not able to it is not able to capture the market or attract the attention, or the customers don't like it, say for example, then the other segment may respond better than expected, so that will lead to economies of scale. One segment, for example, the gel based toothpaste might not be, for example, it might not poorly perform in the market, but say suppose the toothpaste which is made for oral problems, sensitive for sensitivity of the tooth, or for the decay, bacteria, bad breath, that segment of that toothpaste is able to perform, then what will happen, the loss which is incurred from the gel based toothpaste is compensated by the profit that is earned by the toothpaste which is taking care of the oral problems of the customers. So in addition, apart from this, segmentation will, as I said, will also allow economies of scale. Now let me give you some examples. We all know about the company Maruti Suzuki. So Maruti Suzuki manufactures and it sells popular cars under the brand name of Ciaz, Ertigo, say Alto K10, Alto 800, Swift, Celerio, Swift Desire, Baleno, Omni, Eco, Ignis, S-Cross, Vitara Brezza, and the newly launched Espresso. All these cars will have the basic the basic things will be there, but it might differ from each other in terms of the engine it might differ in terms of the leg space, it might differ in terms of whether it's a hatchback or it is a sedan, and the feature, even in the models also within a brand we have several models. So when we are giving so many options to the customer, suppose that if you have the money constraint, if you don't want to go in for a higher range of the car, you take the base model. In the base model you have the basic amenities and you'll be able to the purpose of your buying the car will be definitely fulfilled. But if you want to invest more on, say, the color or the design or the feature of the car, then you might go for the higher range within that same brand, or you can also go for different brand within the same company, Maruti Suzuki. The same is applicable for, say, laptops or, say, mobile phones, smartphones, which come in different models, different and these models will differ from each other in terms of their storage capacity, in terms of the features and the different prices. Now the next thing is that the marketers may use the product related basis for segmenting its product. One of the important base is the product use situation. Sometimes it is seen that one product can cater to fits well in all kind of situation. Okay, so for example, cold drinks. Cold drinks is such a product which is used by the same customer but in different situations. So the customer can use it for a party, get together, a marriage party or a funeral party, or say a picnic, or just sitting at home and watching a movie, or after a heavy lunch or dinner. So such kind of products like cold drinks can be used in different situations but by the same customer. Another important and commonly used product segmentation variable is the benefit segmentation. For example, let me take the example of, say, Titan watch. Okay, so Titan watch, it offers various kinds of models and there are various brands in it. Like for example, you have the fast track brand, which is catering to the people who have sports people, or if I am going for a tennis practice, then I can have the sports watch. If I am going for a regular class, then in my college or in my institute, I can wear another brand, which is the Sonata. If I am going for the marriage party, then I would like to have a different kind of a look of my watch. This watch, the look of the watch should be very different from the look of a sports watch. So and it should gel with my dress that I am wearing. So if I am wearing a sari, then I will prefer to have a stone studded watch. Okay, the watch which will go with my sari, which is also heavy. And the watch will solve the purpose of an ornament. It will also have dual use. It will be used as a watch as well as it can be used as a bracelet with stones studded in it and with various designs. Nowadays such fancy watches are available in the market that you do not have to wear anything in the hand apart from that watch. The watch itself, the wristwatch itself, is so attractive, so colorful, it's full of stones and all, that person might think that this itself will serve both purpose, that is that seeing the time, and at the same time it is also can be used as an ornament. So in such case the customer will need, the second type of segmentation which I was discussing, the benefit segmentation, you find that here the situation is different. Here, for that same person will try to wear different kinds of watches for different situations. This is just the opposite of the first type of product based segmentation that we had discussed, that is cold drinks. One product catering to the various purpose of that same individual, that is the product use situation. The second one is the benefit segmentation, where the same person at different point in time, according to the occasion that he is going for, or the purpose that he is going for, the kind of dress that he is wearing, he or she is changing the type of watch also. So this is an example of benefit segmentation. The customer will, in such cases, the customer will the customer need is different in every situation, and so the customer will look for different benefit, and that is why the name benefit segmentation. Another criteria apart from these two criteria for product segmentation, there's another criteria for market segmentation of product, and that is the decision criteria, which is a customer, which is when a customer evaluates. So decision criteria, as the name suggests, is these are the psychological things which happen in the mind of a customer when he wants to buy a particular product. So it is basically the decision criteria, those factors which influences the buying behavior of the customer. Okay, so there are 4 parameters in a customer's decision making process. So when a customer has to buy a particular product, he will go for 4 things. He might consider 4 things for buying a product. Number 1 is the price. He might go for the price. He might be only focusing on the price. Number 2, he can go for the quality of the product or the service. Third is, he can go for the post sale service offered by the firm. And the fourth criteria is the technology. So when a person is making a decision about buying or not to buy a particular product, then he might consider either one of the product, or he might consider a combination of few criteria for purchasing a product. So therefore, we can say that in the product based segmentation, the main focus of the marketer or the manufacturer, or the main strategy behind the business, is that if I am able to with slight variations in that same product, if I am able to capture a larger market and I am able to meet the needs of more and more customer, then that will not only increase my market share but also lead to generation of revenue, and not only generation of revenue, it is generation of revenue with reduced production cost. Okay, so I hope you have understood about the product based segmentation. Thank you.